It's great to have you both here. So, David, let me just start with you. Usually, right, this is like a high beta, more, value-oriented segment of the market tends, cyclical, maybe outperformance and some kind of rotation or rebound times. What do you make of the Russell 2000's comeback this week?
Yeah, exactly, Kelly. I mean, smaller companies are more cyclical and tend to be a little bit more value. What's really interesting is if you look at the performance of earnings for smaller companies, they've really underperformed earnings for large caps. So I think the underperformance of smaller companies makes sense. But as this economy gets back on its feet and we see the recovery begin to broaden and gain more traction, I think smaller companies are poised for some catch-up here. We actually just upgraded Midcaps yesterday, and we think there's an interesting risk-reward there.
Brad, if the small caps are outperforming, does it continue, first of all, and if so, does it imply the underperformance of, say, the NASDAQ?
I think it does continue, and I think it's possible for both the small caps and the NASDAQ to do well at the same time. Because think about what's going on here. Small caps, typically smaller companies, smaller markets, more locally dependent. The more the U.S. looks like it's going to do well, the better they're going to do. And I think this is really a play on the successful reopening of the economy.
Right. So would you be betting on that to continue? And would you get tactical about it, company by company, sector by sector, owning the Russell 2000 versus the others, for example? What would you recommend?
I think you want to be in the small caps, because I think when you look at when you look at the economy reopening right now, everything's going well and there seems to be some momentum there. So what do? I think consumer discretionary within that makes sense. I think you want to be sector focused. I think home builders are a very interesting place because we just saw mortgage applications go back almost to the level of 2016, even as supply is cratered. So there's a really interesting opportunity there for some of the smaller companies to step up and do pretty well.
All right. David, would you echo that? Where would you be looking for outperformance?
Yeah, I think you want to be very tactical. I mean, the economy is going to be opening up, but it's going to be in fits and starts. And not every part of the economy is going to get back to normal until we have a vaccine. So I think you want to be very tactical and very selective. In terms of overall sectors, and we still think healthcare is a good place to be in the large cap space. We don't have specific recommendations within small and mid, and also communication services. But I just want to reiterate, I do think that getting into smaller companies in general, mid-caps is our preferred way to do it.
All right. Well, and again, this could be a hopeful sign for the rest of the economy and the rest of the smaller businesses. Thank you both. Brad McMillon, David Lefkowitz, talking through these markets.